Hi, I'm Christian.
And I'm Vera.
From LR Time.
So, we bought the most disgusting Discovery 4 in Germany.
It's definitely the cheapest one with the lowest mileage in entire Germany. Okay? And the reason we got it so cheap was because it's quite disgusting. It was driven by a dog owner and the car is severely contaminated with dog hair. And that dropped the price significantly. In this video, you're gonna see us cleaning the car and see if we are successful.
Yeah, hope you enjoy the video.
In this video, we're gonna clean the car thoroughly. About the car, it's a late 2013 Discovery 4 with the SDV6 engine, 188 kW and 600 Newton meters of torque. And the car had, when we bought it, 84,750 kilometers on it. Yeah. And it was only 21,000 euros, which is probably nearly 8,000 or 9,000 euros under price. And trust me, the buy was equivalent to the smell and the dirt inside the car.
And the broken oil level sensor.
And it's got a clock, one you can actually read.
So the Discoveries with this round knob here have the ZF HP8 transmission. And the ones with that shift lever have the regular HP6. Boy, the smell is really, really bad. See if we can open this up here.
So he's gonna have a roof.
It sure drives like a newer car.
It's a newer car.
But it's smelly. It's smelly like crazy.
Really bad.
It smells so bad in here. For somebody who is willing to do some work on a car, it is an excellent buy. And I'm really thankful to the dog owners who had this car earlier and devalued it that much that we can actually afford it. Okay, let's get it clean. I separated the two seats by drilling out these rivets. So now I can get this carpet much easier clean, get all the dog hairs out. These are the brackets I had to take out to get the rear seats out, so I drilled open 6 rivets. So can you pay attention to my work?
Yes.
I want to show you something. Okay, I'm aging here. Open the bonnet. So.
Something. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I wanted to lecture the word to the Sunday as usual. And that is, can you believe how this car looks here on the inside? Completely filthy. And also here, okay, completely filthy. There. And here, look at the fender. listen, don't walk away.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, this car was not driven since it was last in the service shop. And it is completely Land Rover maintained, including all service receipts. And the last service they did was the timing belt in the front on this engine, due to the service schedule. Now, if you think about, they worked on this, and since then it was not driven. How could they work on such a filthy car without accidentally cleaning it? You know, because when I work on something, sometimes I wipe my rag here and I wipe it there, and by the time I'm done, the car is all shiny. And this thing is just completely dirty.
I'm just getting my glasses. Oh man.
I got no words, not even to the Sunday, what Land Rover is doing.
The dog hair is even in those nooks and niches. It's unbelievable. For the third day in a row now.
The third evening in a row, I got a day job.
So I'm no help at all. I don't do it good enough for him. I just said that I'm no help.
Yeah, you know that.
Because I'm too weak to scrub, in his opinion. His long hair. Not like Henry the Defender dog.
The hairs you see, the dog hairs you see are the ones which fly off when I work here. We can put the seats back in after a couple of days cleaning. And there is still dog hair here. See, I forgot this one. I forgot this one.
It's unbelievable.
I forgot this one too.
Also.
No, there is none. That's from you.
No, it's not. That must have been one hairy dog.
Yeah, we gotta go visit that dog. Okay, there's one. There's one, and we... Okay, so I got them all in.
Oh no, that's copper paste.
Oh.
Yeah, he's all dirt.
No, there's no dirt.
It's all dirty. Give me your rag, I'll clean it.
You don't know how to clean.
Oh.
Only I know how to clean.
Yeah.
Can you get me this missing clip?
Here is a missing clip.
You know how much one of those is?
Yes, $3.95.
Yes.
That looks so nice.
Yeah. So now this has a cover which I broke. I would say we put some hot glue on here. Yeah.
Not Padex.
No. I'm gonna get the hot glue gun. You have to turn it off now and not produce 10 minutes of footage I have to cut out. Not too much.
Here, and then here. Right.
Now we try to get this back in place. Hold this. So this is probably the fourth time I'm doing the carpet in the trunk, and I'm using just a regular carpet cleaner which I sprayed on, and then I go through it with my rotary brush, and after that I let it soak in just a little longer, and then I vacuum it off with a shop vac. There are very few dog hairs appearing, so I think I got them all, but some of them still show up like here and here. I'm convinced as long as you have dog hairs in the car, you will have dog smell. You gotta get them out. That's the first priority. So you can see here, this is the first time we're cleaning the carpet today, and this is already pretty clean, but you can see that there's still dog hairs appearing here, really long ones, even though we cleaned the car thoroughly. So these dog hairs must be hidden in the car somewhere, and from articulating the upholstery and so on, they fly out. So they, you know, for example, when you sit on these seats, these dog hairs come out of these crevices here, because when you articulate them, it's like an air pump, and that's what you see here. So remember to clean underneath here. Okay, so there was a lot of debris in here. So I lifted this up as good as I could. We're gonna vacuum them out now one more time, and we'll go from there. I want to show you one step which was, I think, pretty effective in getting some of these dog hairs out of the crevices. And then I have to pull this strap and flip it this way. Why don't you sit over here?
Yes.
This is the foam I used for fabric, vinyl and plastic all over the car. You don't want to use that on leather seats. It's too strong for leather seats. And you want to be careful in the area of the dash. So what I did already once before is I spray this in here. Yeah. I agitate this with just a regular kitchen brush. And now when I want to get into these areas here, this brush is not useful. So I had one like this, and there are different sizes available. So you can get this into all those corners and loosen up this debris pretty good. Really final step, and that makes the big difference, is to use a compressed air nozzle. I use that in conjunction with the vacuum. So with this technique, you can see this is already looking a lot cleaner than this one over here. And because you're working with compressed air, you got to clean the car several times and vacuum it out again. There are a lot of corners and crevices where you can get dog hairs in, and they will fall out when the car is articulating. So all these areas I did like this, and you can see this is pretty clean. But this technology here is really the most effective I found. Yeah, because it gets the dirt off and it gets the debris out, and it's very satisfying too. Now cleaning the roof liner. The roof liner looked like it had all these tiny little sprinkles on it. Like when the dogs got into the car all dirty and messy and wet, they probably shook themselves like some polar bear, and they sprayed that everywhere. It was all in here. There were even dog hair in here. And this is hard to get to because you can't open this section of the roof. I used for the roof liner again the Armor All Universal Cleaner. There's a spot I didn't get off, but this was all sprinkled. And what I did basically, I sprayed this on, not too big of a surface at once. I didn't really care where the overspray went because I cleaned it all afterwards with soapy dishwash water here in my bucket and a microfiber towel. So immediately after. But the trick is that I used this brush. So this is a high quality leather and cloth brush. And after spraying this on, basically I went there like this. And the important thing is, you just don't want to go through it. You want to look at it, and you will actually see the sprinkles. If you don't look at it under good light, you won't see it. Okay, you can see it clearly when you go real close here, Vera. See that there are still sprinkles here and here. You go over here, there is one here, and this is what you want to capture. And you only capture all of these when you really look at it. There is good light. I can see that this still looks somewhat dirty here. Yeah. Even so, I cleaned this already. Yeah. So I would spend here more time. And I had the best success by doing small revolutions like this. See, there's a spot here. No longer. So I did this probably, I would say in total 5 hours I spent on that roof liner. And this was really worthwhile. It's the first time where she got in the car and she said, oh, it's smelling better today.
But that spot's not going anywhere.
That spot is, thanks for pointing it out. Yeah, it's like, it's not a dirt spot. It looks like it's damaged. Something hit it here. After wiping this off with the brush, I went over it with a microfiber towel and just dish soap water. Okay, just a very light dish soap water. And I wiped this off. So I think everything is clean in here now, right? I mean, I cleaned this a lot. Well, maybe except for
Are you sure about that?
maybe except for this spot. This is only because the camera has such a good light.
Yeah.
Ah, they are tough.
They are tough, you know.
Might be something else than dog. Okay.
Maybe a can of Coke exploded in here.
But look, they went almost away.
Almost.
So now you got more complaints? Let's talk about the plastic. By the way, did you see the nice spot I put my fire extinguisher here?
Yes.
I used this brush for plastic and this brush and also this foam. I ordered 4 of these and this is now the last one. And what I did here is when I did something like this, I sprayed it, not too big of a surface at a time, and I rubbed out the dirt out of the plastic. And you would think, oh, well, this is not so much dirt. But trust me, this was really, really dirty. And you can see that later on your water. And then I wiped this down. And that is how I went through the absolute entire plastic. So a piece like this is an hour work. Okay, this is not a 2-minute job.
In my world, it would be a 2-minute job.
When Vera cleans a car, she goes like this.
Yeah, but I don't have a dog
Done.
car.
Okay,
I
sort of
only
like
have...
she's cleaning the kitchen.
Hey, my kitchen is clean.
But in a car, you clean only once a year or twice a year. It's not like in a kitchen where you wipe over every day. Before I started cleaning, I watched at least half a dozen Detail Geek videos, and they are really helpful.
Yeah.
And another thing, when you have like really fine crevices, like around here, where you can't get in really good, I have a vacuum brush here. This is something I can attach to our vacuum cleaner, and I brush it around like this with the vacuum on. This is really successful. There, this brush. It's like a toilet brush with an extension. I bought this entire set at Amazon, a couple of brushes, including an extension for $15.99. Oh, now it's raining. It's raining big time. That sucks. We're gonna have to close the doors and hide inside the car. So I have to spend quality time with my wife in the car. And we're gonna do the entire section under the seat. And when you look down here, this is already pretty clean back there. And the trick to do this was the toilet brush. I used the foam and I sprayed that in there as good as I could. And then I used the toilet brush and I went in here without really hitting anything or rubbing the chuck on the fabric. I have to be careful there, but you can see, and I rotate it sometimes the other way around. This is how I got this clean. Just be careful that you don't rub your chuck on any of the interior here. Okay, so we're gonna have to sit out the rain.
Oh, you have to use foam here.
Yeah. One thing is really hard to clean, and this is this liner here over the speakers, because it's out of a lot of small holes. And this was all, there was mud inside from the dogs rubbing
really
themselves
bad
on it, and from all the hunters riding here in the back of the vehicle. So the way I cleaned this here is same technology. I sprayed this on my leather brush, and I went through here and went through this probably 2 or 3 times like this. And instead of blowing this out with an air nozzle, I used the vacuum. down here in this tray, there is a lot of dirt you can't get out just by vacuuming it. So what I did down here, that was very effective. I sprayed my foam in here, kitchen brush, like this, for a few times. What made really a big difference is when I used the air nozzle here. All these corners here, they got really clean, okay? This is a big success.
Now he has to spend half an hour getting his seat back.
No, the seat is a memory seat. All I gotta do is push this button.
Oh, but you want to get it all the way back.
Yeah, but because I'm so tall, it is already.
That is a nice feature.
Yeah, so this area I clearly forgot. And you see that after driving it for a week, you know, you drive and you look around on the traffic light and you wonder who got this dirty. So there is nothing new here for the viewers. Cleaning the interior here, I think I did a decent job, but we're not gonna make a video about this. There are dozens of videos out there how to clean a dash much better than we can do this. This would be a waste of time. But also the floor mats, I used the power washer to clean them off. Oh no, I forgot one.
What?
I forgot one major thing which made a huge difference. The air filter and the vents.
Yeah. And you know what? I ordered this lamp like last week. And who's using it now all the time?
You know how you clean your vents? You use a brush and you go through them with a detailed brush and you use a vacuum and everything and you get them all clean. This is nothing new. Everybody can do that. But what you really need to do is use a air conditioning duct cleaner for the car. So I got this stuff. It's unfortunately Polish language, but it says on here to spray it deep inside the vents using this pipe and trace the pipe back out while spraying it. And then it will fill it with foam and it will disinfect. And you do that in every vent. You don't want to miss a vent. That's the important thing. You got here 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got these 5, 6. Then up there 7, 8. Then under here
9.
I got that one. 7, 8. You got down here 9, 10. And this one for the driver's seat is 11.
Oh,
okay?
I thought that was like
11. Now back here, you got to do these two. 11, 12, 13, and under the seat is 14 and 15. So there are 15 ducts. Now, but what you also got to do, and that's really important, in the same effort, is you take your interior filter out here, which is this piece here. And of course I cleaned this out with an air nozzle. It was actually relatively new. You have now access to this blower, and you also got to get the hose in here along this duct here on the side as good as you can. Okay, this is also a pretty large crevasse in here. Now I want to show you how to do that. I show it to you on one sample vent. It's basically the same foam. So I feed this in here all the way. And sometimes I gotta twist it a bit, but see how deep I can get this in here?
Yeah.
And now watch it. Okay, and it will fill this entire duct with foam when pulling it out. You want to get it in here. There. Now I got it in all the way. Now watch it. Okay. This is how you want to do. This is how you want to do all vents. There. Watch it. There. Yeah. So 15 vents you got to do like that, including the blower.
And do you think one bottle is enough?
Yeah, actually I used this bottle now for the third time. So
okay.
This bottle is really efficient.
Okay.
And you let it sit in there now for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. And after that, you turn your air conditioning, no, not the air conditioning, you turn the blower on and you let it run on the lowest setting and you turn on all vents, you open all vents. So it's a light airflow coming out of all vents. You don't want to blow it full power, okay? Just a light setting and you let it run like for 5 or 6 minutes. When you get in your car on the next morning, it's gonna feel like you're entering heaven. I think it's the same foam as all the other stuff, but I do want to wipe it off because I don't know what it's doing to plastic. But I want to say that step, cleaning the interior ducts, made one of the biggest differences. The other big difference was the roof liner or the smell. Okay, and so far we have not used an ozone generator. I think an ozone generator only makes sense if the car is really cleaned. You can't just put it in and expect it to make a miracle happening. The entire cleaning process took approximately 2 Saturdays and a couple of evenings after work.
Yep.
So I would say in total we spent about 24 to 26 hours of cleaning. Most of that time I cleaned alone, but about a third of the time Vera helped. Okay, so don't be so harsh on your wife. You can't expect her to put that much detail into a stupid cleaning job.
Yeah.
I think the car is now quite clean, but I did not take any guests with me and asked them or looked at their faces how they react, but I would assume they think the car is quite new. So in some of the next videos you will see us repair the body damage, and you're gonna see a video about replacing that oil sensor. What else will be coming up? There will be a vacation coming up, so we won't have any car repair or modification footage. There will be some footage where we drive around in the Alps. Then I think there will be a video coming up for building a platform in Vera's car. You guys remember she is now driving this Discovery. Then before it's winter time, we're gonna replace the high pressure diesel pump in Fabian's Discovery 3. And oh yeah, and if you watched one of our last videos where you saw Philipp and his BMX bike, check out the link in the video description. There is a link to a contest he is participating in, and there is a 1-minute video of all his stunts. And if you like it, give that video a like, because it helps him in that contest to qualify for that contest in France. He would really appreciate that. So that's it for this week's video. I hope there was something you liked, and as always, if you already subscribed, please don't unsubscribe.
Hope to see you someday.
Okay, good.
So on the 7-seater, the trailer hitch is stored here in the side. And I want to get that hitch out to see if this car was used for towing. This was never mounted, not a single time. Because in Germany you can get really unlucky and you get a trailer pulling vehicle which was used for nothing else but pulling heavy horse trailers. It was mounted at one point because it's dirty here. This is required by law in Germany, so usable until 2019-12. So this gets inspected by the TÜV. I'm gonna get a new one here. The trailer was never used.
I told you.
More equipment here, see? There is this.
Check.
And it all got dog hairs on it. And there is a jack. So I take this out as well. Did my Amazon package arrive?
It's already the third.
Can you bring it over here for me? Wow, this is really cool. This guy from that dealership, it's a used car sales guy. You know, it's a special breed. He gave us this car. He just handed me the key. He stuck on red license plates and he walks away. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna need about half an hour. And he goes, yeah. He didn't even want to know my name. He didn't want to see a passport. Nothing. Just gives me the key to... This device uses actually numbers and little pointers, and it indicates you what time of the day it is. So I think this is a really great invention, what the Discovery 3 didn't have. You just saw it move, so it's not fake. It's not like some sticker. It's real. Let me show you here in the right angle why this car was also devalued quite a bit. Check out these scratches here. The majority are clear coat scratches, and you can see them because the light is coming in just right now. But this is, some of those are really deep, but they are clear coat. Just very few of them, like this one I investigated, and this one are going through to the primer. These are clear coat. So there will be a video soon where you see me messing with my paint job here, and I hope I don't screw it up. What does a German guy do if he doesn't know how to do it? He watches a YouTube video from another German guy.